position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know their offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. There's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be.
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think
and the defense, they've got him at the 27. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He'll keep it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. It's a seam wide open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this.
Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
The run game just has not been working this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Hauls it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Painter. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Right down the middle. It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got a man. It's Anderson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to throw on third. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Flushed out the pocket. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to fire. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on the defense.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
That aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man.
He's loose. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll take another shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Rides the back and leads it on the option. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some. Abandon it, and now it's just really a passing game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Gus Meyer. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're looking to throw on second and short. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this team.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Klubnik. He's going for a big play downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Perry. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They just keep firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Klubnik. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davidson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Lost to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Williams.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine, but we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a good.
Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Got his man.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, LSU! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement